On the pitch, he's the untouchable cold king. Pause in the locker room. He's the hungry rookie who won. Tee back down. Pause, one foul. One glance, is that fire in the air, anger or lust, when rivalry turns into raw desire? They can block the stadium lights, but can they block what happens behind that locked door, this forbidden football romance? Got me hooked, Ed, in 3 seconds.
Aloof former teammate. Rumor had it, he was deeply homophobic and extremely uncomfortable with the idea of being involved with another man. I turned around just as Adrian walked past me, expressionless. He was exactly my type. The corners of my lips curled up as I sent another message. Handsome boy, your shirt must be working overtime trying to hold those pecs in. If this guy didn't like me, I'd just switch to another one. Nico twisted his ankle during the final training session before the European Crown League match. He was the brightest star at Castellan Crown FC, Spain's most prestigious club bowl. Beautiful, always smiling, the kind of player who looked like a living flame every time the cameras found him. As for me, Leo Carter, I was a newly signed winger for Westbridge Albion FC, one of England's biggest clubs. Fresh from the lower league, I came from an ordinary background. My resume was nothing special.
He only got in because of his connections. How did someone with a resume like his make the first team? Since when has a club like Albion lowered its standards? He seriously thinks he's good enough.
But none of that could stop me from liking him. When I heard Castellan Crown FC had arrived in London for their European Crown League knockout tie and that he'd been injured, I made a special trip to the club's affiliated medical center to visit him, maybe surprise him. Before I could push the door open,
everyone knows Adrian's straight. He can't stand gay guys. He's definitely going to make that little winger cry.
You actually gave out Adrian's private number? Don't you afraid he'll kick you straight into the advertisement boards?
Through the half-open door, I caught sight of Nico. His right ankle was strapped into a rigid brace as he lounged against the hospital bed, surrounded by a few of his Castellan Crown FC teammates.
Adrian knows I'm soft-hearted. He was the one who came up with the idea. No way. Adrian actually did something that nice? Adrian, is Nico telling the truth?
Only then did I notice someone else sitting quietly in the corner. Dressed in a black training kit, he sat with his head lowered, completely focused on his phone. Adrian Vale, Westbridge Albion FC's star striker, British Crown League Golden Boot winner, worth well over 100 million. The media's golden boy, every sponsor's favorite, widely recognized as the coldest, most untouchable man in European football.
Yeah. Is he still texting you? Oh, please. He deleted the guy ages ago. Why would Adrian keep a creepy stalker like that around? Is he insane?
The moment he finished speaking, Adrian suddenly stood up and took a picture of Nico's ankle, still wrapped in a support brace. Nico frowned.
What are you doing?
The team doctor asked for an update on your recovery.
Nico didn't suspect a thing. Oh. Then he turned back to chatting with the others. The very next second, my phone buzzed twice in my pocket.
I got hurt. Need my baby to kiss it better.
I tapped the photo. It was the exact picture Adrian had just taken. I added Nico 2 months ago. No, I should say, I added Adrian. Back then, I hadn't officially made Westbridge Albion FC's first team yet. I'd only seen Nico from afar at a commercial event. He'd just been named man of the match in a European Crown League group stage game and was standing in the media zone, answering questions with effortless confidence. On impulse, I stopped him after the event and confessed my feelings. Nico neither rejected me nor accepted me.
I've never dated a guy before. I'm not quite comfortable with it mentally. I need some time to get used to the idea.
I thought he was giving me a chance. Later, he gave me a phone number. I sent him outrageously flirty messages every single day. He was good at playing along, too. Every few days, he'd send me photos of his abs, teasing me until I could barely handle it. Nico and I lived in different countries, and we never met in person during that time. So it never crossed my mind that the person on the other end wasn't Nico. Until today, standing outside the treatment room, listening to the truth unfold, my fingers turned ice cold, yet, strangely, my mind had never been clearer. When I didn't reply, Adrian kept blowing up my phone. Guess I won't get to see my babe this time. Let's meet after my ankle heals. Okay? Why aren't you replying? Are you mad? They are both good looking anyway. It doesn't matter who I was flirting with. Yeah, I'm mad. I need to see your abs before I'll forgive you. Through the window of the treatment room, I saw his expression turn unexpectedly conflicted. A while later, he replied, "Be good. I'll show you my abs tonight." No, I want to see them now. Inside the treatment room, Adrian hesitated for a brief moment before getting to his feet with a blank expression. Nico looked up.
Valet, where are you going? The restroom.
London was chilly, and when I zoomed in, I could even make out the tiny goosebumps on his skin. Happy now, you little brat. After a while, Adrian finally replied, "Next time I see you, I'm going to make you pay for this." I looked at the message and nearly burst out laughing. That weekend, the FA Cup match kicked off. Nico was still sidelined with his ankle injury, but Madrid Royals remained in London to prepare for their upcoming Champions League clash. As for me, the newest signing at London Albion, I still hadn't made the starting lineup. I'd only been assigned to the pre-match community event and to support the squad from the bench. That day, I headed to our home stadium, braving the cold wind. The moment I arrived, I spotted a few girls in London Albion fan jackets, practically vibrating with excitement.
Adrian is here today! Didn't they say he was resting? I heard someone got injured, so he was added to the squad. Thank goodness that guy got hurt, or we wouldn't get to see Adrian!
Just then, a wave of screams erupted throughout the stadium. The London Albion players had stepped onto the pitch. I looked up, and, as if fate had planned it, my eyes met the man walking at the very back of the line. The instant Adrian saw me, pretending not to know him, I calmly looked away.